Okay, something from my part one video I forgot to whip out was these wire spools. Okay, there's this one which I salvaged from military surplus. I don't know the vintage of it, but it's pretty cool. When I first saw it, I thought, man, is that some kind of landmine or what the heck? But it's got a canvas cover and it's a spool of wire. So that's some hardcore wire right there. And then you have these little doodads, which are pretty nifty. I got two variations. One that came with this, and another one I picked up surplus. And basically they're just wire that come on a spool, just like some kind of fishing reel. This is my other one here. Two different manufacturers. It might be two different vintages. I'm not sure. You can see the differences. Look pretty new to me. So that's some high quality stuff right there. And this is more like for field use and abandonment. This you would take with you. You wouldn't want to cut that and all that. So anyway, I hooked this up for running off the hand crank generator, the G43AG. So that plugged in there, which goes to this box unit, right? The voltage regulator. And then from that, there's these plugs. One goes, obviously, to the receiver. And then the other one goes, obviously, to the transmitter. And I wanted to say, this power supply unit, you can run it off of 6 volts, a 6-volt battery, you know, the old style. You can charge a 6-volt battery. And then instead of plugging it into this box here, you take these plugs and plug them into the respective places there. And so, in fact, I may have this hooked up wrong. I haven't, it says remove only when using hand crank generator. I don't even have this attached to it. Well, anyway, so obviously I need to learn a little bit more. But this, you know, off the cuff, was how it would be how I would hook it up together. Hook this up and maybe you hook the hand crank generator in there to charge a battery, and you use these alligator clips and stuff. So that possibly could be it. That's probably the variant for that. So anyway, here's your tuning chart. And you tune your, I believe, your crystals and things like that. You're going to have your ground wire and your antenna wire, which would be one of these, of course. And then for your antenna wire. And then, let's see. Your different plugins and stuff are here. Phones. I wonder, maybe. Anyway, so you need another antenna wire. It looks like. Oh, so yeah. So it's good to have two of these because you use one for each to transmit and receive, and like that. So I know it's kind of a sheep dip to show you this stuff and not operate it, but I've not attained that level of competence yet. But I want to put this out there for those collectors and whatnot. To see what the different components and things look like. And I was a former ham radio operator of the KF6 GPO. I've fallen out of license though. So eventually I'll get back into the swing of things and like that. But I was a radio operator back in the Navy, so I do have a little bit of background in this stuff. So anyway, yeah, that's it in a nutshell. That's how you hook it up, and then you'd get your buddy on there cranking away. I don't dare start cranking on this stuff till I understand what's going on. Because if you think finding this stuff is a biatch, it's even more a biatch trying to repair it when you don't know anything hardly, like you should know. So I got a lot of homework. I got to study this manual. I got to look for more different parts. Got to look for field studies and blah 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 blah. I got other projects I need to do too, obviously. But this is a very resilient radio system. As I understand it, the CIA came up with it, and then the Army adapted it for Vietnam, and made some improvements, made it a lot tougher. The casing and stuff is Army influence. And then what do you call? They all got surplus, I think, in the 80s, and then people snapped them up, and then now you're finally able to get them again, parts and pieces. But this is the most complete set I've seen. And when I saw it, I just had to get it. And then, of course, I had to get the hand crank generator separately from the tripod. And let me show you something right quick while I have a second here. Show you some of the angst I had to go through. So this right here in my paws is another tripod for some sort of generator, and it is not compatible with the G43AG. So I went and bought this this tripod, and it does not work good. It does not work at all, at least in my understanding. And so that was a waste of money. But if I find another hand crank generator that's it's workable with it, then I'll be in business. But that goes to show what happened when you're trying to buy this different military surplus equipment. Sometimes you buy crap that doesn't do much for you, and so that was the case. And this is wood, and this is metal. I think that might have been an improved version or something. It's got some chains there, you see, and it stays together. It's very light. It's extremely light. It's shocking how light it is. And in that unit, probably have pieces so that you get lost and stuff and whatnot. But I believe if I found the hand crank generator for it, it might be serviceable with this setup. But that's another issue. I did want to record this seat. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? This is all machined. There's no sharp edges. This is probably lead paint too, before the EPA regulated everything. But isn't that just pretty? Just the curves and stuff. It's really nice. I like that. The curviness. The whole setup is pretty visually appealing, if you ask me. They don't make things like they used to, that's for sure. I don't know what you'd use with the special forces and stuff in the radio SIG and stuff. I don't know what they're using now. It's probably not this stuff. But this is oldie but goodie equipment, and if you learn how to use it, and operate it and stuff, it won't let you down, as I understand. But I want to put more and more military videos up on my Military Industrial Museum channel, because I've kind of walked away from the original format, but I need to get back into it because that's what people subscribe. They don't want a bunch of random junk. So anyway, this is a attempt at that, and to show the dedication it takes and some of the angst and stuff you have to go through when you're looking for military surplus and doing your research and like that. So I'm glad you stayed tuned for this overview, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and stay in touch and leave some messages and have fun. Okay, have a good one.